Hello everyone, my name is Anshuman Mazumdar and I am the creative director and level designer for Topplots, a game made by Hammerand Studios. Topplots puts you in the shoes of a young child whose sole aim is to take down the towers of blocks in front of them to get to the unique toys at the top of it. Take charge and gradually advance to the locations that will take you on a wild journey fueled by a child's imagination. My task as the level designer for the game was to develop the levels that would progressively take you through this imaginative journey. I primarily worked on three levels: the archaeological level, the subterra level, and finally the Devil's Playground itself, the Satan Jr. level. As a creative director, one of the main roles was to make sure that the game adhered to the vision that we all saw when we started conceptualizing this. As kids, we used to imagine ourselves in different situations while we were playing with toys and building blocks and stuff. Similar is the case here with our protagonist. However, the only twist is that their imagination is now affecting this world around them and is taking them through this wondrous and beautiful journey of just exploring and going into new places, even though the core remains the same.
Hello, my name is Brantley McCord, and I am an asset generalist on Topplots. I created most of the game's sound library and edited the rest from free sources, modeled and textured the gameplay props and environments, and helped with asset integration into the programming. As the first to begin creating assets on the project, I was granted the chance to set the style and tone of the game's presentation. An extremely low poly art style would keep things lightweight and quick to make as we stress tested the procedural aspects of the game. The player avatar imagining their toys wailing absurdly pushed the cartooniness over the top in ways that would ideally direct attention away from any half-baked art that happened to make it in the game and stay that way. Having creative input in the functional aspects of the game, like how these assets would propagate and behave at runtime, ended up saving a lot of headaches that are normally caused by disciplinary boundaries.
Okay, so for Group B, this is what I contributed to their group. I was tasked with making a bedroom environment, and the style that we were kind of shooting for was this stylized, hand-painted texture style. So this is what I did for this level. I made this little bedroom here, and I textured everything in Photoshop, hand-painted all these textures, and yeah, this really taught me a lot about stylized textures and painting in Photoshop. For this environment, we didn't quite want to make it look like just a single boy's bedroom or a single girl's bedroom. So we kind of mix and match different boys and girls toys and drawings. So yeah, that's why we included a bunk bed there to give it a sense that this is both a boys and girls room. But yeah, that's pretty much what I contributed to this project, just this first bedroom level here. I'm more used to photorealistic stuff, so yeah, working on this was a lot of fun, and it taught me a lot about illustration and painting stylized things. So yeah.
Hello, I'm Michael Nelson. I was the producer, programmer, and VR integrator and tester for Topplots. Other than managing the task list, as a producer, I focused mainly on level generation scripts for building the blocks, VR interaction, and the basis of the game loop. So my main takeaway is mostly about the Unreal Engine. So performance out of the box with VR can look nice, but optimization is a bit more time-consuming than in Unity. So in the future, if I were to make another VR game similar to this, where I was targeting mobile hardware such as the Quest, Unreal probably would not be my first choice.
Hey everyone, I'm Sajamal and I'm the user experience tester on this team. Working on this project was interesting for me. This was my first time user experience testing for VR, and it gave me a lot to reflect on. For example, I realized that the way I take notes should be very different from how I normally take notes for other playtesting. Since you can't record body language, I would have preferred that I had taken more notes about body languages. I normally do add body language notes to my notes, but a lot of my notes are highlights of what the player said. But in this case, it was difficult to record a person's body language. And looking back at my notes, I realized that in some places, players would be in certain positions that reflected a lot of gameplay experiences for them, such as they would um, jump sometimes when they hit towers, or they might duck while they're trying to throw some objects in a certain way, or if they're uncomfortable picking up objects, that also shows a lot. That's definitely something that I can add to my experience. And if I had to redo testing, I would have focused more on uh, body language notes and would have relied video recordings for gameplays. I believe that with a few of the problems solved from our latest test, this game has the potential to have an incredible user experience. And for the amount of time spent on this game, it's really amazing that it can pull off that user experience.